According to our plans, the side pieces are 33 inches in length. That is a finished measurement. We will be cutting these on the miter saw to an oversized measurement of 34 inches. This will give us a little bit extra material to work with as we progress through the creation of this sides blank. My sides blank is going to be more than 18 inches by 34 inches. This will yield me a board big enough to get both of my side pieces out of. To determine how many pieces I need to cut on the miter saw, I need to lay out each of the pieces on my board to see how many pieces I need to cut. So on the miter saw, I always begin by squaring up one end. I know that my length is 34 inches, so that will be my second cut on the miter saw. This board will then easily yield me 10 inches worth of material. I need to have more than 18. So moving down the length of our board, I'm going to measure another board that will be 34 inches. This will be an additional cut on the miter saw. This piece will also yield me 10 inches. With what I have laid out, I have a total of 20 inches in width that I will be able to get out of two boards after cutting them on the miter saw. This will yield me more than 18 inches wide by my 34 inches in length. Lumber purchased from the lumber yard will very oftentimes have one relatively good edge and one relatively rough edge. We want to make sure that the good edge is up against our good straight fence. Additionally, the end of the lumber is rarely going to be square. We need to take off just a very small amount of material to square up the end of this board before we measure for our side pieces. We can then measure and mark for our first piece that will be cut at 34 inches. And we can complete that same procedure for our second piece. By placing those boards next to each other, I have a total width of more than 18 inches. In this case, I am at about 22 inches.